Hello, this is Cynthia here from adornmentia.com, and I'm going to show you how to make a tassel using a cap, a glue-in cap. And we have a lot of styles of these on our site. I really love them. I love the ease and the permanence of gluing the fibers into the cap, and I also like the way that it looks really, really finished. You can see I've made an earring here where I've used the tassel at the bottom, and at the top I've got a beautiful handmade ceramic bead by Elaine Ray, and just a simple ear wire at the top. This earring, as you can see, is about 4 inches long. It's a pretty dramatic earring, and it's got some sort of shimmery hand-dyed fibers, and it also has some hand-dyed rayon GIMP cording in there. Those mix of fibers there give it a lot of life. As you can see, the ends of the rayon are trimmed so they kind of poke out a little bit, and the sort of shimmer fiber is left in a loop. I made the tassel out of a loop of fibers, so I just left those in a loop. You could cut them if you wanted to, but I like the way that that sort of bunched the tassel, sort of pushed it out. This earring looks really, really great on. So before we get started, let's talk about the rest of the materials you'll need. To make a tassel, you will need some glue. I use the Beacon 527 glue. I love this glue. Hello. It's a great glue. You'll also need some kind of a fiber sealing product for the ends of your rayon particularly, but any of the fibers. I love Fray Check. It's a product we use here all the time at Ornamentia. This is a very old bottle of Fray Check. I should have gotten a clean one for the video, but I'll show you how you can seal the ends of the fibers, particularly things like the rayon, because those will fray, and you don't want them to fray. So Fray Check checks your frays. Anyway, so to get started, you're going to need to cut a piece of cardboard that is the correct, look how interesting that is, a piece of cardboard that is the correct length of the tassel, the threads that you want. Also cut your cardboard at a little bit of a slant. It's kind of hard to see in this video, but it's a little smaller at one end. That'll help me slide my bundle of fibers off. Then you're going to take the mix of fibers that you want to use. Here I've got these two fibers, and I'm going to begin by just holding them with my thumb. It's very fancy. And I'm holding with my thumb, and then I'm going to wrap around the cardboard. That's all I'm doing, just wrapping it around. You're going to wrap it around to until you reach sort of the desired thickness for your tassel. If you want to have less of one fiber than another, you could stop wrapping that fiber and continue wrapping with your other fiber. In this case, I really want those tassel earrings to have lots of green, this greenish fiber, the sparkle fiber, and less of the GIMP. So I am stopping my GIMP wrapping. Once you get the fiber wrapped on to the cardboard, you can pull it off, just slide it off like that, very simply. Keep this bundle gathered up in your fingers really nice and tight. Then you're going to take your scissors and trim the end of that so that you have all loose thread ends there. Once you have all your loose thread ends, you're going to put a small amount of your glue on the thread ends, and then you're going to push that into your cap, the loose thread ends. I didn't cut it, so it's not quite that, but it will go right in just like it does now with the glue. If any threads poke out, like there's one that poked out, you could add some additional glue onto that thread end and just poke it right up in there. You want to trim all the ends so that the loose ends of the thread catch the glue, and that helps them to adhere better into the inside of the cone, the cap. And you're going to want to press them up inside there really well. I like to twist the cap a few times to make sure the glue is evenly distributed and make sure that no spots are missing the glue. And then you're going to set your tassel aside, and you don't do anything to it for 24 hours. Don't trim it, don't pick it up, don't play with it, don't let your cat touch it, don't let your dog touch it, don't let your friend touch it. Leave it aside. That lets the glue completely cure. After the glue has cured completely, you can come back and trim these other ends. You can trim the ends of the GIMP, as I mentioned, so that they poke out. You could trim the ends of the sparkle fiber if you wanted so that they poke out, or whatever other fibers you have in your tassel, you could trim them after 24 hours. Now, once you've trimmed your fibers and you want to make sure they don't continue to fray, you may want to use some of the fray check on them. This product is super easy to use. It comes in a little dispenser bottle, and you just simply put just a drop along the end of the fiber and let it soak in. Once it completely dries, again, you're going to want to wait about an hour, you can come back and trim the very end of the fiber. You can see this one here has been trimmed after it dried. It's nice and hard, it's nice and sharp. It's not so hard it's going to hurt you, but it's hard enough that the fiber's not going to eventually fray. And that lets your earrings last a good long time. So anyway, that's how to make a tassel. And I will be having several projects in the month of September that have tassels and fibers mixed in with them. So I hope you look forward to those. If you don't already subscribe to our dispatch, you can go to www.ornamentia.com and look for the dispatch button and just click on there, add your email, and I will send you instructions for projects and things like this, helpful tips, about once a week. So I hope to hear from you at my dispatch soon. Or if you want to, you can leave a comment below if you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you.